realized when this course started was that everyone is committed with the schedule. Punctuality is a strong point among this team. It's not normal to notice the same procedure among Brazilian schools. The way teachers showed the goal should be reached along the class. Some teachers wrote the day plan, and I think it made evident and organized management of the classes. Your name is the most important word in the universe for you. Everyone wants to be recognized by name, and I think knowing students' name is the key to effectively manage the classroom and be successful with students. Students pay more attention to different approaches. Each different class is yield into students' mind and stimulate motivation, become more effective the learning process. So let's consider some important gifts from music. I think music brings to us the learning of listening, rhythm, beat responses, age, learning of vocabulary, sound, memory, and most of all, it's funny. It's very important for us to know how to use the games as a tool of learning. Games help students develop non-cognitive skills such as patience, social interaction, and discipline. It was a new experience for me to use drama in class as a way to acquire new vocabulary, because students make sense of their place in the world and they can develop their creativity. We teach in Brazil. We have a very different environment here because my students don't use the language outside the classroom, and I think it's authentic language. Debate was a very interesting activity we had because in our discussions I learned how to understand opposite viewpoints and how to recognize and focus on how to present these points and how to answer the people's questions. It's useful for teachers use different ways to arrange students in classroom because it facilitates whole group discussions, make students interact with other peers, and create a familiar environment. Technology is something we cannot hide from because our students are learning for entertainment class, and I think technology must be used as a bridge in our world. The first thing that comes to my mind when I remember the day I arrived in the USA was a feeling of loneliness because I lost myself in a big airport and I had to ask for direction to the next plane. The second experience I had on my very first day when I need to take a shower because the US has a very different plumb system, and I tried several times to solve this problem. Brazilians are not used to have a big breakfast. When I arrived for the first time at Pippin's, I went crazy. But regarding lunch and dinner was a very little complicated because I really missed my rice and beans. Well, it was a really issue around us Brazilians because our food, I think, is not so fat, and American food is also on salt for us. It's not a problem because it's only because we don't have identical taste. I come from a city very hot in Teresina. I don't wear clothes for cold temperature. It's strange because these affect my hair, my nose, my skin. It was afraid to talk with foreigners. Sometimes I was paralyzed of fear, and then it changed because I began to understand speech better, and I was able to talk and communicate. I was surprised by the way people are so polite. Bus drivers are almost always talk with us. Honestly, I could not imagine that I would meet people of different parts of the world. It was a great experience to meet them because they face the same problem that I faced, and we understand each other, and it made me more confident. This is Lagoa do Poti, it's Piauí. I always wanted to travel abroad. I never visit another country before, and I had a misconceived idea of the value of my own country. So being here in the USA gave me a deep feeling of Brazilian proud that I didn't know I had.